Yeah, I'm just gonna do trend reviews. Again, it's for educational purposes only. Trade at your own risk, and this is just my daily journal review thing. Anyway, all right. I just pick a trend and then just review it because the thing is, the same behavior occurs again and again and again, and it's tradable again and again and again. Um, so this action here, like, I think this was what was relevant, and a lot of this was overnight. And it is a bit confusing. In fact, it's really confusing because I'm going to look at it from the perspective of both time and volume. Mm, so, you know, if you have price overnight, you have high numbers because, it's overnight action. So let's switch to volume. Mm, mm, let's take off time. So here's what really was confusing because you have a down wave on a hundred, and I think this is by multiplied by 100, so it would probably be like 10,000. 10, 1, 2, 1, 2. I think there's 10,000 contracts, whatever. And then you have this high volume wave, and there's no supply. So when it did that, it got really confusing because you don't know what the bulls and the bears are doing. Here you have heavy selling. Here you have heavy buying. And this buying is more than the selling. But the length of the wave is smaller than the bear wave. More volume, less length, and significantly like 39 more, right? It's 100, 139. So it's really very confusing on what's going on here. So this is a hard read, and especially with the background and the rally. So this is like the typical trading range. Uh, trading ranges and choppy action is this is the problem with it. No matter how good you are, you're gonna you're gonna have a bias one way or the other, and it's very difficult to read based on the indications of volume, time, pri- price, activity, support and resistance, so on and so forth. Is it bullish or bearish? We just don't know because they're playing the range, and this range may be accumulation on the higher time frame or something. But given all that bullshit, this is the wave you cannot deny. Okay, all of this, this volume and that volume and this volume and whatever. There's some things that you just can't deny. You know, even when you think it's difficult to read, and that's this. Okay, that right there was telling you something. Okay, so we're just gonna look at it from the perspective of pressure and support. Just supply and demand, and right there, this is just clearly obvious. Red, 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 red. Biggest wave in all of this. Biggest volume. This is important, as is this. Because I believe that this set up the move that came afterwards, the down move. You can't deny this. And not only that, but you have this 123 in the background too. So this it cannot be denied, or I don't know. It's not confusing, because this has to be pressure. This has to be pressure. What are the chances of this being effort reward? Some will say, yeah, there's a chance, but this this type of selling red, 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 red is early indication that something's gonna happen. Okay, so given this, and so there's weakness in the background. Oh, I hate when this happens. This damn drawing. Oh, there you go. You see that? 8 up, 103 down. Okay, and understand that this 103 after that is effort. Okay, effort. It is a failure on the part of the bulls to take price higher. And like you will see this so many times. You know, this is why it's really important to do trend reviews, because if you do them enough, eventually you'll be able to capitalize on these movements. You know what I mean? That's the whole point. Because the next time it happens, you're able to jump on board and hopefully interpret it the right way. I mean, it's not easy over here. You know, you might have a bull perspective and you think, oh, okay, I think I know what's going on. And what is going on from the bullish perspective, this is a spring, right? And it goes up to this level in this zone of distribution. There's some distribution here. You can tell by the overlapping bars here. Ding, 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 ding. And the move already down, selling coming from the highs, so on and so forth. But over here, you know, this selling is can you can't keep a bullish opinion. Your mind must be able to flip and say, you know what? Even though there's a spring and a rally, they're selling the rally. Red, 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 red. So this is the point where mental flexibility comes into play, and the trader's ability to hold and switch between perspectives of bullish and bearish. You could be bullish here because of the spring, but here you have to turn bearish. You know, but a lot of folks will look at this and say, oh, this is a rally, it's a pullback, the test, and it's going to go. And that is one, you know, one interpretation. But you should not have this kind of volume on the pullback. Okay, remember, the pullback should be low volume pullbacks. And this type of distance and this type of, look at this, 123, 123. How can that be a pullback? 123 and I think 103 or something. I don't know what it is. 123, 103 or something. Anyway, I don't know. Just look over here. Ding, ding, ding. And they're a little different because I changed the wave sizes, but beside the point. The point is red, 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 red. Complete bear takeover right here. Look at the supply and what is it? Right there. Look at the demand. This is the bear takeover right here. In here lies the turning point. In here lies markdown bar. Even though it was not, you know, big move, because that's how wrenches work. You know, it just so this is selling pressure. This is lack of demand. This is selling pressure. You call it sign of weakness. It really doesn't matter. It's just selling. Okay, bang, sell, 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 sell. Buyers try, total failure. 8, sell, 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 sell. Then buyers try again off this area, and heavy volume, unable to take out the high because they're trying, and they can't do it. Because why? Because someone's selling into these rallies. That's why. Here there was no demand, so they know that this area is no demand. When it goes back into the area, why not sell it? There's no demand there anyway. We just tested it a few minutes ago, right? So from there, bang job right here, right here. Bang it out right. 1 second. That was the bar that broke the trend. Either I think it was either this one or this one, but this one definitely initiated markdown. And sometimes you're not gonna get a lot of movement. There's nothing you can do about that, you know. And but this swing could have been captured, no problem, you know. But you have to be able to observe heavy volume coming in right here. You have to be able to observe lack of volume, heavy volume again, and you have to be able to see the strength and weakness of demand as well as supply. And this here forecasted this move. This here forecasted this move. So this area, and this is also another thing. Like there's a belief that, oh yeah, markets only move in the morning. Markets are active, but doesn't mean they're gonna move in the morning. So many times the big moves are later on during the day, and they can happen at any time. Literally any time. Sometimes they're overnight, sometimes they're in the morning, sometimes they're during lunch even, or later on in the day. This happened later on, right? I don't know what time, but whenever. I think like 12 or 1 or something. And this was the move for the day, in my opinion. This was the move, the trade of the day, at least in the Dow. The rest over here was too early. Can't really detect anything over here. Too difficult to detect, right? I think this was the move. Hmm. Anyway, so that's the trend review. Lack of demand, heavy supply, effort reward, reversal, breaks the back of the trend, and you get a swing. It's not trending, but something else happens here where massive demand comes, and again, you can't deny this. Look, what do you think that is? What So they basically sold off. Probably this must be a high time frame level where demand said, no way, and they stepped in somewhere here. Some institution, whatever, they came in and rode the market up. And remember, they're buying from the lows. Okay, this isn't a climax. They're buying the breakdown, and the lows. So this is how strong hands. This is how they come in. They're not. This is not public buying this. This is not the public buying. This is price breaks, goes low, low, test, and then buyers step in. And this is not public. This is not climactic. This is professional money. That's my opinion, and we're gonna see what happens. Whether they keep it in the range or whatever happens, but you know, um, whatever happens, happens. That's all I gotta say. All right, take care.